A Portland comedian isn't laughing after his tweet about an encounter with Border Patrol went viral. Now we're hearing from both Border Patrol and the ACLU about what happened. The ACLU says Mohamed El-Shiki provided sufficient proof of legal status and Border Patrol overstepped its ground. Now it wants Greyhound to stop allowing Border Patrol agents on his buses without a warrant. El-Shiki was granted asylum 5 years ago after fleeing Libya. He says on Sunday he was pulled off the bus by agents while he was in Spokane. He gave them what he thought were the necessary papers to prove his legal status, an Oregon license and his work permit. But he claims border agents accused him of having fake documents.
What we see is that increasingly CBP is targeting people based on race and making demands of them that someone like myself will likely not face.
Today, the Border Patrol defended its agents. In a statement, it told KGW all immigrants 18 years and older are required to carry immigration documents showing they are in the United States legally. Neither an EAD or a work permit nor a driver's license is considered a valid document to satisfy this law.